Greetings to all. My name is Eddie Hearns. I'm an improved instructor for AAPC, the American Academy of Professional Coders, the largest coding organization in the United States of America. I'd like to welcome you to this Certified Professional Coding Training Class. My class is going to be hard work. My class will teach you to understand all the components of certified professional coding. The field is vast. The field has grown tremendously since 1990 when AAPC came into existence. We're going to focus on certified professional coding, which is the springboard to a lot of the other certifications. So I'd like to welcome everyone and hope this is for you. I know it's for you. The question is, do you want to challenge you to be a part of this bigger organization called Certified Professional Coders? What's the challenge? The challenge is we're trying to understand classification systems. Classification systems are systems that's been designed to try to understand the world of mortalities and morbidities. Prior to the medical coding system coming into existence, there were plenty of classification systems. However, the classification system we're going to focus on is called ICD and HCPCS. ICD, International Classification of Diseases. If you just look behind me, or you can take a minute, here's the book. International Classification of Diseases, 10th Revision, Clinical Modification. It's a big book. It's pretty thick. We do have to go through this book. It's a lot of work. However, ICD talks about what is wrong. You go to see a physician for a reason, or you go to see a physician extender. Physician extender could be considered a physician, a PA, physician assistant, or an NP, nurse practitioner. However, these are the individuals that will diagnose your problem and treat your problem. So when it comes to diagnosing the problem, we use the classification system called ICD, International Classification of Diseases, 10th Revision. This has been going on for some time. The ICD started way back in 1898, and every 10 years it seems to evolve to the next level, and sometimes it gets delayed, but for the most part it's been every 10 years a new revision comes out to conform with the current demands of our society. So into the International Classification of Diseases, 10th Revision, Clinical Modification is what this class is predicated on. However, International Classification of Diseases, 11th Revision, is in beta. It's in beta testing mode. And I will actually address that in this class. So I'm not going to stick with ICD-10 alone. I'm going to actually try to show you ICD-10. And then at the latter part of the course, I'll transition you to understand there is a new revision coming about probably around 2023. They say 2025. They say 2027. We're not sure when this here classification system will go into effect. But when it does go into effect, it should make the world healthcare system universal. That is, your documentation of your medical services, your medical procedures that you receive should be able to be shared internationally. Nationally is easy, but international is the real challenge. So this classification system is trying to get to the point that the world can speak the same language. Okay, now that we know the problem, what did the doctor do? What procedures did the doctor perform to address the problem? So if we're talking that ICD is the problem, HCPCS, Healthcare Common Procedure Coding System, another classification system, addresses what did the doctor do. HCPCS is broken up into 3 different levels. We'll enjoy level 1, which is the CPT code, and understanding that current procedure terminology talks about all the different issues that the doctor had to do. And this book has a numerical system set up that is breaking up each one of the procedures into different types. That's called certified procedure terminology. And it goes from a classification system that ends in 99999. So it goes from 0 to 99,999. Those categories represent different issues. 0 to 09999, a little under 10,000. 10,000 minus 1 represents anesthesia. Okay, what is anesthesia? What does anesthesia do? Okay, then from 10,000 to 69,999. These are the type of procedures, operations that are very invasive to the body, but it's classified all those procedures within that range of numbers. The 7,000 numbers. The 7,000 numbers talk about diagnostic imaging. What are they doing? What are they looking at in the body? How do you understand and look at an illness? 8,000, looking at pathologies and laboratories. So here you go. You want to now specimen what you think the problem may be. You send it out to a lab for assessment, and the lab brings you back a report of the findings. 9,000 and above is where medicine and evaluation and management systems take place. We will go into this in detail. It's important that you understand that these are the challenges. And the real challenge is integrating all this classification systems, or the two classification systems, I should say, into a CMS 1500 form, which is the way that your entity, your medical entity, receives reimbursement. Coders are not billers, but coders should definitely understand the billing process. They should understand how to do the bill and create the bill, because the bill actually puts the classification system and integrates the ICD, and the HCPCS into a very cohesive form, CMS 1500, that will be sent to the payers, and the payer understands that classification system, and the payer can respond manually, or the payer can respond electronically. The goal is to go electronic at some point in time, because that's where the explosion of electronic healthcare records came into existence for multiple reasons. But our job is to understand how this process works and understand how to create this integration of the ICD and the HCPCS common codes. Okay, that's the challenge, guys. Now the question is, are you ready? I know you're ready. I know you can do this. The question is, are you willing to put the time? Are you willing to put the effort? And do you have what it takes to focus on bettering your life, utilizing this here process to better your life professionally? That is, give you an opportunity to earn money. And it actually equates a lot to the collegiate level, okay? You can actually earn as much, if not more, than people that graduated from college with degrees, bachelor's, master's degrees, and even some PhDs. You have coders that actually achieve great remuneration in terms of their skill sets applied to different environments. Are you ready? Are you ready to get paid? Everybody wants to get paid. That's what this business is all about. Making sure the healthcare entity that you represent gets paid. And we all are just components or technicians of the healthcare system. So understanding the different technicians and their roles is critical. Now the question becomes, what kind of opportunities is this? Okay, you're ready. Let's do this. Let's move this thing forward. And you need to devote some time. So the question is, are you ready? Are you ready to devote 80 hours minimum going online in my portal, or the same AAPC portal? You're doing this with me, so it's my portal. And put the time in and put the work in. You have 20 chapters that you have to complete. And those 20 chapters require you to maintain a 70 grade or better on each chapter. And the chapter has 5 different pieces to it. You have the quiz, you have the practical exam, you have the review exam, you have the lectures, and you have the readings. So each one of those chapters usually require anywhere from, I would say, if you want to really do well, 2 to 8 hours a week minimum putting in that time to go through each one of the chapters and go through it religiously. My program, CPC Training Class, we believe in study groups. So not only do you get the lecture, you get the instructor-led sessions, but I like to put together study groups. And that is, students teach students very well together. Students learn extremely well together. In addition to that, I'm going to give you office hours. Office hours is on Friday when you want to speak to the instructor. So I'm providing all the services to get you to the next level. And the next level is becoming a certified professional coder. AAPC has their way of doing it. I have my way of doing it. And at the end of the day, who's right and who's wrong is based on you. It's not who's right and who's wrong, but it's based on the results of each one of the teaching methodologies. I teach. I love teaching. I love teaching. I've been teaching since 1987 in an adjunct lecturer capacity. I've taught students at the high school level in a program called STEP, Science Technical Education Program. I didn't really want to teach at that time. I was an IT expert. Yes, I say expert because I'm passionate about everything I do. And as an IT expert, and specifically in the world of databases, I was making a very good living for me and my family. And my professor reached out to me and asked me to come help him in this area called STEP. Today, STEP is throughout the national level at many different universities. Some call it STEM, STEMI, but STEP started as a science technical education program. We put close to 500 kids through there, and the young people that's part of our program went on to great careers. Matter of fact, one of them was a VP at Merrill Lynch, called me up, Mr. Hearns. I said, "What? Who's this?" And he said, "You taught me in this STEP program back in 1987. I will never forget you." I said, "Well, today my name is Eddie. You're an accomplished professional. You're an adult. And I want to say thank you for putting that hard work in to make something out of your life." He put the work in and he saw the results. The same thing required of you. So opportunities are endless. Opportunities is what you make of it. You put the work in, the opportunities arise. Certified professional coding. You can look online. It tells you the salary range for coders. Usually anywhere from 40 to 80,000. It depends on the geographical region, and it depends on your type of specialty. The field has blown pretty much out of proportion in terms of specialty. Every one of the 11 organ systems have specialties associated with it. So you could be a certified professional coder based on a specific organ system. Remember, we talk about ICD, we talk about the cell, we talk about tissue, we talk about organs, we talk about organ systems, and then we're looking at the ecosystem, okay? We'll delve into all of these information and give you enough to know that you are well equipped to go out in that world and participate in the business of medicine as a certified professional coder. Personal wealth. Nobody really talks about that. But as a certified professional coder, you know a lot about the healthcare space. You know a lot about what's being done, what's the problem, how do you fix the problem, and most of all, you stay apprised of all the latest illnesses that exist in our society. And understand, ICD is governed by WHO. WHO is an acronym for World Health Organization. World Health Organization actually oversees the ICD modification process. And in addition to WHO, when it comes to the HCPCS, that's governed by AMA, American Medical Association. You are speaking their language. You are speaking the language of healthcare. You understand what healthcare is. You understand how important healthcare is to the individual. And you being a resource to your family now, you can actually have dialogues with your family about different medical conditions, as well as directing and guiding them into the right direction. So I just like to welcome you aboard. What am I expecting from you? What am I looking forward to seeing you? Yes, I am. But I'm looking forward to being successful with you. I'm looking forward to getting some good results. And only way I'm going to get good results if you show up. You show up to learn. I'm prepared to teach. I'm an excellent teacher. But I have my limitation. Especially the toughest part, I think, this whole class is really learning the terminology. Medical terminology is vast. You're talking about 11 organ systems. You're talking about many parts within each of the organ systems. And each of those parts have names. And sometimes you have to combine. Here's the integration work. Sometimes you combine multiple systems to address what was done by the physician. Okay. There is a lot to learn. And I want to welcome you aboard. And I hope you join this journey. This is CPC Training by Eddie Hearns, approved instructor for AAPC. Good luck. Look forward to working with you. I've set it up so that if you want to do a 15-minute brief consultation to see if this is for you, that's available. My courses, my prices are much better than AAPC's because I understand the challenge. I grew up very indigent, impoverished, so I want to see people who really grow in this process. And I'm willing to negotiate, payments. I'm willing to negotiate payment plan if you need to really, move forward in this arena because you have the dedication, you have the passion. If you have those skills, I'm willing to work with you. It's totally up to me. You don't have to worry about talking to anyone else. It's up to me, and I will support you to get to the next level. God bless you. I hope all is well. I hope you're staying safe with this time of COVID. See, COVID for us is called U07.1. Okay, we don't know COVID as COVID per se or COVID alone, but we know COVID in the classification system is U07.1. That is a diagnosis code for COVID. Again, thank you. It's been nice speaking to you. I look forward to you joining this course. This course will change your life professionally and personally. Welcome aboard, Eddie Hearns. God bless.